From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this Patriots defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fights off the defender. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Patriots hit 6-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Throwing Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, nice move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Herbert changing things up. Touchdown! Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Go, go. Hey, ram. 5-9. 12.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Patriots 0.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. Got a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0.
14. Patriots nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12. 11.
Off play action. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here we go. Get time.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. in the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Run! Hey, Kappa. Set.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Caught right side, Davis. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brad, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Chargers 21, Patriots nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Omaha, set.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Jones on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Herbert on first down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go. Home switch right. Set.
Herbert now.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Set.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Davis now to return it. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Eckler, they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, Ram. 5-9.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger. 21.
Third and long. It's Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other, now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A quick pass out to Juju. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
21.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 60 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Eckler again. To about the 40-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Juwan Bentley on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. Hey. Home troops right. Hey, go Lion. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Baylor Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
11.
Now Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
21. Here we go. 11.
Throwing Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out right to Bourne. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
21.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
11.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones wants to change it up. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Stevenson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Stevenson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 3 yards out. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, they're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And they're on the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. We're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taking it about the 36. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jones. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A give for Stevenson running right.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They run once more with Stevenson.
Not a ton of room available on that run, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Jones.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
11.
Jones.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
To throw is Jones.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
5-9. 12. Hey, count. Hey, Ray. Ready.
Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on second down.
Baylor tight. 21. Ready.
Now Herbert. And this one is incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drop all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10.
12. 11.
Now Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! Go. Go, go. Hey, ram.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Whoa. Hey, cap. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger! 21.
Now it's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A give, Eckler running to the right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now 2nd and 9.
59. Crowd right. Let's go. Home troops right.
Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now Herbert going to change the look. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now they'll audible to something else. This the very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.